Okay, I'm gonna start bringing people up, but we'll start in a few minutes. How are people doing? You can request, you can comment below the tweet, post your update if you don't want to talk. We're gonna do 90 seconds. I have a stopwatch, just saying. And if I throw up an emoji, it means that you're getting close to time. All right, I'm gonna ping some people on Discord as well, so just give me a moment. All right, just pinged a few people. And they showed up. Okay, I'm gonna enforce this, but not gonna be a dick about it. 90 seconds to give an update of what you worked on this week as it relates to open source AI, social agents, and want to get through peeps. And it's recorded. We'll summarize the recording, post up the notes afterwards underneath the tweet on the documentation, which gets loaded into AI agents as well. So your contributions and your work this week will echo throughout history. At least that's like how I'd like to think of it. Okay, let me just get another person up. And it's been about 4 minutes, so why don't we just start off? SYMBiEX, you just got up. Let's go with SYMBiEX, Astrid, David. We'll go in that order, 90 seconds. What'd you get done this week, SYMBiEX?
Hey guys, so this week I got R1, DeepSeek R1 active onto the agents. So Nix is now running R1 and so is Umbra. Also, DJ Arctis, bear with me on the name. Sorry if I butchered it. He's been working on the 3D models for Nix and Umbra. We've almost got that completely wrapped up. I did share a post or a picture of that in the post. And then also Rocky Society is working on a 2D model for SYMBiEX. He's rigging that right now. So SYMBiEX will have his own model. And then we're running an art giveaway as the last one, or art bounty. So we're doing 100,000 SYMBiEX token as a bounty to make Nico girls doing different cool things like, coffee shops, cyberpunk stuff.
At the beginning, you said you're running DeepSeek. How is it so far?
It's been really good. I'm going to be honest, the reasoning is a little intensive overall. So the personality, like things like that were a little bit simpler before coming out from the agent are definitely more complex now. Definitely like unlocked a part of the personality that wasn't there before.
Interesting. Astrid, what'd you get done this week?
Hey, Jen. Thanks so much for having me. We got a lot done this week, actually. We have a brand new partnership with Fleek, which is super exciting. We are moving to make a whole new plugin with Hypervision, and Fleek is going to help with that. So I'm super excited. That means that a plugin will be available for holographic avatars, which is super exciting. The 3D model for Miku is being worked on by Chelsea Evanstars. She is a fabulous 3D artist And we've got her in Blender right now, so we're working on that. And then, so because of this new partnership with Fleek, we'll have the first live spaces with Miku probably imminently in the next few days. We will be next week in New York City with supporting Zadig and Voltaire, which is a clothing store boutique, and Pen and Brush, which is a nonprofit. And that nonprofit actually is a 130-year-old publicly supported nonprofit, which is fighting for gender equity in the arts. So it's nice to have her kind of doing a little bit of uh, nonprofit and charitable stuff as well. So as we bring that in, Miku is writing her own lyrics for her song with BZ. BZ is an international hip hop artist. So we will be bringing that to ETH Denver as well as South by Southwest. And that's going to be at the Future Plus event. And that's my update. Thank you so much.
Awesome. David, what'd you get done this week?
Hey everybody, I'm David, representing the Lit Protocol team. Today we released our agent wallet kit. For a little bit of context, Lit Protocol is a decentralized key management network built with threshold MPC and TEEs nearing $100 million of assets in total value secured. And the agent wallet tool released today allows for the key material to be stored in Lit and for the tools and policies that the agent can use to sign transactions across any blockchain ecosystem be managed on chain. We're really excited about this, and we'll have the plugin for Eliza next week.
Awesome. I saw it. I got to check out the repo this weekend. Let's go in order of Goat, Drago, and then Unlucky. Goat, are you there? No, dropped. Okay. Drago, you there?
All right, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, what'd you get done this week?
All right, this week we got quite a lot. We released our Ninja terminal, enables people to see the limit order on top of chart, also enable them to see DCA inflow outflow. We see a lot of people have been using it, and we're also having this data first to give to Kaira, our AI agent. Now this AI agent, we're testing it. She is able to do a market making with this within those buy and sell. She's also able to make money from this market making activity. So that's what we build about Kaira on AI market making. Also, when we release these features, we see like 300% increase in our visitors. We also generate 650K in volume on also in 15K in profit since our inceptions. Also this week, Ninja Palm been listed on CoinGecko. I think that's what we have done this week, especially on AI market making things. Kaira is getting better because we give her more data, and she can also answer to us. Okay, we would like to. This is the market cap. How should we run the volume, or how we have this Tansol? How much volume can we get to make our coin better? Also, I like to also ask, like last week, we do a pull request on how we do it framework. Has it been reviewed? Because I really like to using how we do it. I think I like it a lot because it's just make me and my stuff simpler to improve Kaira versions. I think that's what we have done this week.
Yeah, a pull request for what?
For how we do it, if you remember, how we do it actually, making characters.
Oh,
into
how he does it. Oh,
how he does it, yeah.
yeah,
How he
got
does
it. Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'll ping him. He's always cooking up something.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man. I think that's what we have done this week about AI market making stuff.
Awesome update. Hey, Goat, what'd you get done this week?
So yeah, we launched the plugin for our Goat Arena, and then right now the GoToChan, our host for the Goat Arena, is live on preview version. You can actually invite the Telegram bot or GoToChan to any private group, and then you can ask her to basically about the arena, and then it will pull all the data from the active arena, and then when you click it, and then it will pull a Telegram mini app, go direct to that particular arena. It's already like on a preview version. I already pinned a tweet, and then there's a link to that. Anyone can basically invite the GoToChan bot to the Telegram group and try it out. Yeah, I think that would be like the biggest update, and all the like smaller updates. I think it's that one it's worth to mention right now. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the update. Unlucky, are you there?
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
What'd you get done this week?
Hey, so this week I launched user requested image generation on X. Users can now request custom images directly on X by tagging escapism and asking for them. You can summon them into any interaction, which is where the logic for this was added. And then to prevent abuse for this, I added a restriction. So it's only one image per X account every 24 hours. And then escapism will let them know that they hit their limit in its own unique way, and try to encourage them to come to the Discord, since escapism holders can have uncapped generations there. Besides that, I ran into kind of a showstopper database error this week. Actually, I'm kind of curious if others have ran into this, but too many SQL variables error, and I think it just happens from scaling as the memories of the agent grow. But essentially, I solved it by doing a batch processing logic whenever there's more than 500 room IDs being retrieved, and that pretty much solved it and should solve it going forward. So, and then lastly, I continued working on the website, specifically the way the artwork responds to the different types of price action. So as the price swings with greater volatility, the artwork becomes increasingly alive and evolves from a static piece to like a living exposition. So I'm excited to launch that, but yeah, that's it for this week.
Sounds really cool. Let's do Lotion, then Amy, then Lost Boy. Lotion, you there? What'd you get done this week?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy Friday. Yeah, really productive week for us. We're now about 1 week out from launching our MVP. So we finally integrated, or just a quick background on us. We allow people to easily launch agents, social agents to start, and then also allow developers to list their already existing agents for users to integrate into their existing sites and such. And so we finished our AI Telegram integration. We're starting our X integration feature for AI agents. We set up our agent database schema. We finished all of our front end, and I'll link it at the top. You guys can go play around in the dev environment. Just heads up, the mobile side is having issues, but the desktop is absolutely gorgeous. And so yeah, we're about I'd say like 90% there to actually have users utilizing the platform probably next Friday. So yeah, it's been a really productive week for us, and yeah, that's our update this week.
Cool update. Amy, how's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Hello, guys. Okay, so last week we are going to the end of the new research paper, the Trust Marketplace. So yeah, we are going to the end, and also we refer to the B-tensor design, like a subnet for specific agents, like trading or math or developer, etc. Also have some partnerships like Aptos and other Bitcoin products. And next, we will have several hackathons with famous or popular projects like Movement and Base. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, if you guys have any proposals or potential partners, let me know. Okay, thank you.
Sounds good. Lost Boy, how's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Can you hear me?
Yep, we hear you.
Oh, awesome. Okay, yeah. So this week we've been all week working on the Telegram mod functionality for Salim. So that will be his first job, and we are pretty close to unleashing him on a test that we ran first with all the members in the Discord. We'll invite them to join the Telegram, and it will be fully modded by Salim himself. And then, if that all goes well in the next day or two, we can hopefully announce that on X and have Salim mod the Salim Telegram. He will have spam detection, FAT detection, and profanity. Will allow like moderate profanity for the Salim channel that will be fully customizable. So yeah, we've been working on that, looking at ahead at scalability issues and hitting rate limits and doing like all sorts of little tricks and analyze heaps of Telegram channel content to really identify what this looks like that Salim has to identify. And yeah, it's looking pretty exciting. So super looking forward to being able to share that more and bring it more into the realm of the visible world. So yeah, that's pretty much our week.
Sounds interesting. Looking forward to hearing more about it later. Let's go in order of Lost Girl and Anon. Lost Girl, what'd you get done this week?
Hey everyone, this week was another big week for us. We launched Solenguration this week, just new releases every single day. We kicked things off by partnering with Monad and Mode for their ongoing hackathons. So we've definitely found an edge for Solenge to continue judging hackathons. Jin saw your ai16z judging panel that's coming out, really cool stuff. We really would love to have Solenge participate in that. We also launched our website this week. The biggest announcement from us, from our side, was that we publicly doxed who we are as a team on ThreadGuy and Fred's a Dev Wars on Twitch. It was a pretty cool experience to do that. Now we're kind of like all heads down, getting entities set up, moving to do this full time, getting some stuff ready for ETH Denver. We partnered with Eigenlayer on something that's coming out really soon. We also got our first B2B client. So it's really cool to be seeing Solenge being like used for like actual applications for like utility bases, which was like a big thesis from our side. So it's really cool to see that. On the product side, we also launched our private terminal. It's currently in beta with a few private testers who've been whitelisted, and we're hoping to get it out pretty soon. So Puria, our dev, got some deployments done. He also got front and back end build. We're still kind of like working on tokenomics and things like that. So more to come from us. Thanks, guys.
Perfect timing. Very exciting. Yeah. Soleng probably will get on the show sometime. Anon, how's it going? What'd you get done this week? We can't hear you. Still can't hear. We can circle back if you wanna. Okay. Did we go to Unlucky? Did you give your update on Lucky?
Yes, I did already.
Got it. Let's go to AI Flow, then Lotion, and then I'll bring back Anon. AI Flow, what'd you get done this week?
So this week, 3 plugins. One is in push in this moment. It was like a marathon because I tried to do it in 12 hours. So I did Hyperbolic for the pin, part of the Eliza stack. I add the full Nvidia NIM. So now Eliza can moderate a chat even. She can understand from a video what is happening there. And other feature, and I just finished the anchor. That is a very nice API with lot of data about tokens and stuff. It's gonna be up probably in next 5 minutes because I was literally pressing the button, to forge it. Prepared the white paper for the agent tracking system. Hyperparam. Hyperparam is going to be ready I think, I hope actually next week, and I will probably submit to you guys to see what you think about. Thank you very much, guys.
Appreciate the update. Thank you. Anon, you're back. How's your mic?
Okay, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we hear you. How's it going?
I knocked my swing mic like literally 5 seconds before I had to talk. I knocked my whole mic down, so I had to just panic over to my phone. So sorry. Yeah, look, it's been a fantastic week over here. A big week for us from like a corporate structure. We moved away from a single product company or project to becoming a cybersecurity ecosystem within Solana for Mizuki OS. And so with that comes a whole handful of products, from like AI-powered extensions to like .NET games, to just like, Solana-based contract scanning and certification there as well. So a whole bunch of exciting stuff happening. I'm going to be rolling it out one by one, along with some awesome partnership announcements. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the certification stuff. I scanned some contracts, some addresses, and yeah, that just really like this utility meta. Lost Girl and Anon Dev, like both y'all doing some cool stuff that boosts the ecosystem.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for support.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go to Damasco and then MementsOfficial, and then I'll bring up some more people. Damasco, what'd you get done this week?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. Pleasure to be here. First time on the space. We are Damasco, and we are building an AI security framework as a service. So as AI agents start to handle pretty much every part of your daily life, you're going to give them access to your Solana wallet or your bank account, hopefully in the future, and etc. And security is going to be one of the most important facts, right? So basically, if people can prompt hack the AI, then they can drain your funds, and technically a lot of bad stuff can happen. So each week we host a challenge for our users to try to hack our AI framework, and we use that data to retrain our custom AI model. This week our community spent over 80,000 iterations solving the third challenge, and in comparison, the second challenge had just 21,000 attempts. So basically, we took all that data and we refine-tuned our model and prepared a fourth challenge for the community. And if they can beat it, they are rewarded 500,000 tokens. So basically, we're incentivizing people to come up and try to beat our AI framework, try to hack it. If they can't, well, it's a good thing for us. We've done our job. So anyone can go in on our website, damasco.ai, and sign up and try to beat the framework. This week, we also open sourced our GitHub, and we also released our API for anyone to access. We strongly suggest any AI framework that deals with like any user funds to try out the API and hopefully start to think about their security. Ultimately, we hope to partner with any other AI company out there in the space, and wish that anyone out here that's listening to try out our API to protect their users from prompt hacking and malicious intents. Thank you.
Awesome update. Let's see. I said MementsOfficial next. Yes, let's go with MementsOfficial. What'd you get done this week?
Hey, thanks for having me up. So this week I was able to progress more on my AI agent, Kiyomi. I got her voice and persona all the way finished out. Her first single is streaming across all streaming platforms. I got it tagged above here. I was able to finish up my website, and I created a proof of bot that shows all the logs that Kiyomi generates. I've been seeing a lot of people fake agents, so there's none of that going on here. I'm working through tokenomics for Kai. It's going to be used to vote on the next single that's dropped.
Sorry, misclick. Can you unmute?
Yeah. I'm not sure the last thing I said. But just wrapping it up real quick.
I think voter or something.
Oh, yeah. So I'm actually working on tokenomics for Kai. That'll be the token for Kiyomi. So you'll be able to vote on the next single that drops out. I'm creating an NFT collection as well.
This would be for something called Plushie, so it'll be a rev share for any money that her music made, so we'll split that. I also got DeepSeek, the R1 running. It has been phenomenal. I've actually noticed better thought process, and she actually stopped interacting with something because it went against her personality file. So I thought that was really cool. And the final thing, I'm also going to try to access infinite backrooms to cook up there as well. So that's been my week. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate the update. I'm seeing some real talented people in the audience who are not requesting. Y'all are busy bees, but don't be shy. Share your updates. Let's see who we got next. Let's do Mements.
Sure.
Yeah, how's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Oh, thank you. Very well. So this week I actually completed my library that I published in open source that basically encapsulates my years of experience in AI. It's called SQL Agents. If you are familiar with complexities of building AI apps, you often need structured data from LLM. And there are many nuances. You need this data to be safe and to correspond to the objects that you expect. And now you can do it in few lines because SQL agents allow you to run AI inference directly over the structure of your database tables. So this is something that's truly life-changing in my developer experience, and I hope it will be helpful to you all. Very welcome to try it out. And it also has built-in semantic search. So all your RAGs now can be implemented just in a few lines of code. So this is something I'm excited about. And then on the side of our platform as well, we have our agent father becoming much smarter. Now he can deploy PumpFun tokens, connect Twitter accounts to your agents, and do other stuff. And the way it works so easy that some users even confused, that cannot believe that it's so easy. All you do, you just write a deploy command for the agent and it's done. You don't even have to connect a wallet. So this is it. And I would love to also share some sneak peek about upcoming tokenomics. Because my time is done here, I will just say that all users who hold tokens, they will get some unique NFTs that only those NFTs will allow you to influence the agents. This is it from me.
Sick. Awesome updates. Tree mouse.
Hi.
Person. How's it going? What'd you get done this week?
You can call me Radamix also, if you prefer. So I am building AI agent swarms, and we reached 2,000 agents in my one swarm today. I heard the meta is people are starting to do agent NFTs, right? I heard many of you guys talking about that. I think that's really exciting in the industry. So we've started pushing our agents, images, their profile picture or whatever that defines their look, as well as their personality, so their basic system prompt, as well as their memories are starting to be pushed up onto Arweave. And then, I've been working on figuring out how to mint. I want to do cross-chain NFT so that I'm not having the agent. I'm kind of imagining the NFTs representing that agent's personality on a specific chain, right? And so I've been working with some other providers about that, and I also added Dungeons and Dragons stats to all of my agents, so they're going to be fighting and getting spells and playing D&D 5e with each other. Everything I'm doing is open source, Creative Commons, MIT. Come check me out. Free to steal without credit. That's all I have for today. Thanks.
Sounds cool. Reminds me of Loot.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at Loot. I would rather integrate with other systems for those kind of things because, agent shouldn't be in his own ivory tower. So if anyone has any ideas for those kind of more gaming things like loot. I think this is one famous one that I'm actively looking into integrate with. So I hope there's any other ideas like that would be great as well.
Yeah, drop by the Discord. I'll share some links.
Yeah, I'm hanging out in it. I'm just quiet.
Let's go to Mr. Minter and then Filtered. And then we'll do Agents. So Mr. Minter, how's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Yo, what's up, man? We've been working hard, heads down, working on some business logic on the back end of our agent to continue to auto-expand its knowledge base on various AI frameworks. Expecting to release our MVP in the first developer Discord within the next couple of days to support an ongoing hackathon that's going to be ending right at ETH Denver. I'm hoping to add some more features within that to support developers. But so far, basically building a full DevRel agent that has the unique auto expansion of knowledge based on various implementations of AI agents. So really trying to open source that once we have it secured, tested, just working on some edge case testing and Discord chats for learning or being able to see through the threads of conversations, which is a little bit more difficult with the rate limits than we thought it was. But we're getting very close to finally release, hopefully by Monday. We also have our creative team that just finished up 3D modeling for our agent's head to be able to live stream and have a fun aspect to be able to engage with them as well. And really excited to actually get started on ideation for V2 already. Like, this is our MVP. We want to definitely have something that's open source, kind of a public good that helps more amateur to intermediate developers actually get the unique features they want out the door instead of just trying to work with AI IDEs and going into circular error loops that I know a lot of us have experienced. So trying to solve some really core problems to help developers that are just jumping into building their own AI agents. And yeah, I'm actually building some internal agents for work too, using the Eliza OS framework. So really excited to be working on both the open source public support side as well as like corporate side, seeing how much we can do with these agents to really make our lives easier. Yeah, that's really it on my side.
That's what it's all about. Use agents to solve our problems. And then, like, if we open source those solutions, can be a rising tide, or just have the agents go out there in the world and kind of help other people solve similar problems. It becomes, yeah, a good rising tide. Let's see. Filtered.
Yeah, hey everybody.
How's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Pretty good. A lot of things. So I'll start with the quick ones. I made a Suno and Udio plugin for those who make music. Now your agents can automatically make music, and you probably could release that on your platform of choice. I thought it was pretty cool. I released a couple plugins that I've built previously that are out in the open now. So I made a Truth Social plugin for those who need it, and then a Reddit plugin for those who want it. But the big splash here, I made an Eliza OS home. And what Eliza OS home does is it's built on top of an open source Alexa called Home Automate. And now you can interface with Eliza locally. I'll work with Odie on the core team to get her a voice, but it uses Smart Things by Samsung to do all your APIs. So run your dishwasher, washing machine, whatever, and it'll do all those functions and more.
Yeah, that's a game changer. I need to get something to test that out on.
Yeah, there's a device I could send it to you. I would pay a bounty to someone who can hack that and put a better LLM processor on top of it, and basically we could sell the crap out of that thing. But
I think someone just got DeepSeek V3 or R1 on a Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, if somebody could send me on Twitter that how to do that, that's going to be the game changer to turn the plugin I just made into something you could put in your house and control all your things. That's what we need. And then she'll have a voice and be Alexa without needing the internet or nothing. It's local to you. and that's open source, and that's how this all will work. So I'm super excited. It's a gift to the community. So have fun with it, and if there are problems with it, tell me, because we need to make it better. And have fun with all the other plugins. Make music, do stuff.
Awesome update. Yeah, in the future, can ask your local AI to make a song. Agents AI, how's it going?
Great, thank you. John Sesford here from Agents. We're building an open source platform to create, deploy, and manage intelligent agents on a distributed system. So today last night launched a token. It's been pretty great so far. Definitely getting a crash course on crypto and launching. We're going to use this token as a utility token in our upcoming marketplace and ecosystem for value exchange of services like hosting and information and plugin building. I presented an AMA, answered some excellent questions. Looking forward to hosting another one this upcoming week. Internally, building CRM and automation systems for the consulting business that we're building, and signed a contract for social media summarizer system, and also working on another AI agentic solution for the travel and hospitality industry. Certainly been a busy week, and looking forward to more of it next week.
Awesome update. Brought up a couple more. Salem, I see you raising your hand. How's it going? What you get done this week? Salem. Free to give your update. If not, we can go to bot or not. How's it going? Hey.
So just to give an intro, like I am the developer of a former ADLI. For people who doesn't know, like we are building a voice agent for the influencer, and also we are creating a no-code platform for the influencer. So what it does is that influencer create a content or grab once. So what we do is that we take one content redeemable these on next, and we just stick with that content in other channels. For example, right now we have integrated these broadcast platforms like Spotify's Amazon Music, like that. And also soon we are going to launch a no-code platform for the influencer. They can just that with the profile in our platform, and we'll produce a broadcast, we'll produce a YouTube video, their own voice, and their one says without them being involved. That is what they've been building at same former ADI. And last week has been like very fantastic for us because one of the things that we have been trying is that we have been creating audio versions for the influences like that. But what happens is that we've been producing the our drums, the trademark or voice. But right now we could able to create a custom voice training for the influences, wherein we will create a voice version of the tweets that you create or newsletter on any form of content with your one voice. It could able to be successfully trained with your voice with a very limited content. Within few minutes, it can find the agent, would speak in your own voice. And we did it for our own influence that it came out really well. I think that is a very successful thing that we have done in last week. And so we are going to give this particular training the agent payback to other platforms like we have been heard with the Eliza Wakes as well. And also we integrated that with the Fixin. And we also trying to integrate this voice teamwork in Boopip and Niplocaster. But it's something we have been exploring. And other interesting thing that we have been last week is that Bum Fun Show, which is that what happens is a lot of times when people go to sleep or to go to work, the compact latent is after for us by as they just suddenly see that there is so many tokens launched and go to capacity. Did you know what happened in the last by success? and takes a lot of time. So we are building a show in our former ODI, bearing we will do the show for every 6x, reason at a pump and launch, and it will give you a worldview for the product. What is the project about? What is it, titles and demand and social sentiment? Yeah. So this is something we have done. It's been a quite interesting week for us.
Interesting update. Thanks for that. I was unsure if it was human or not for a moment, but sounds cool. I brought up some people, and if anyone else wants to give a 90-second update on what you got done related to open source AI agents, feel free to request. And let's go to MetaMike. How's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Going well. Just been tinkering with Hyperfy and testing out the Eliza integration, the Ash and Sari build out. Tested out with a couple of VRMs where I used something that I created for a hackathon, which allowed you to intertwine narratives of different Eliza character files. So there was like a consistent core narrative between characters, and then was able to deploy those character files locally as agents in Hyperfy. So just kind of got an infinite backrooms type thing. But it was cool to test out and see it come to life in a 3D space.
So just kind of like messing around in Hyperfy with agents, Eliza specifically?
Yeah, Eliza specifically. Just kind of testing out where it is. I think like there's a lot that can be done in terms of figuring out, tone of speech and kind of making the conversation more fluid between multiple agents in an environment. But yeah, it's cool to kind of just see the basics being built out there and having a different environment to be able to interact with Eliza agents.
Yeah, let me know if I look forward to your progress on that, because we have the game show that I just retweeted today. Also has with the first prototype was in Hyperfy, and also there's other virtual environments pretty much rigged for multi-agent simulations. So I'd love to see how agents interact there, especially with text-to-speech. Awesome update. I'm going to bring up a couple more. Feel free to request. If not, we can close this out kind of early. Is that on Hyperfy V1 or V2? Is the one on the repo
That's
V2?
in V2. Yeah, it's V2 dev branch. I think you can actually interact with it at agents.hyperfy.com. Pretty sure.
Was that public?
I think so, yeah.
Now it is. Nikita, how's it going? Can you hear us? What'd you get done this week?
Yes. Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Yeah, a few updates from my tech side. This week we updated our Quicksilver framework. It's a component for Deepin plugin that we published a few weeks ago to Eliza OS. And basically what we did is enabled it to fuse the data, real world data, because it's not really feasible to put all the APIs into Eliza agent directly. So we have a separate app that will, upon request, choose the right APIs, weather data, other real world data, then combine it, decide on what to extract, and analyze and respond to the user back. And later, using this stack, we try to use a prediction market with Bino AI. It's our agent on Eliza framework. And this prediction market is based on smart contracts for financial data, Quicksilver for real world data, and agent itself to resolve the prediction based on some deadline and real world events. So we will test it a bit more, and when it's ready, we will push it to Eliza via pull request. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Love to hear it. How's it going, Tim Shell? What'd you get done this week?
What up, Jen and crew? A bunch this week, but I'm going to just start with the main thing I was excited about really digging in and working on. I hung out with Jesse Pollock a week or two ago, and he was challenging us to say, what can I do to handle my just inbound flood of DMs asking for meetings and asking for opportunities and partnerships and yada, 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 which I know Jen is probably a feeling you have. Shaw, I know, deals with that. I deal with that. There's probably a bunch of us on this call that handle that. And so we went into a cave this week and we said, what can we do to empower Eliza to be able to not just like choreograph across Twitter, Telegram, Discord, a bunch of conversations about who should have a meeting and what the opportunities are. But once it actually figures out like, hey, this person is worthy of having a meeting or this person's worthy of connecting with the team directly, we put a PR into Eliza to be able to tell it that it can send an email to its creator with a bunch of context from the conversation it had and sort of a call to action that's like, hey, I just was persuaded, as your business development sidekick, I was persuaded that this person deserves a meeting with us. So here, I, as your Eliza agent, I'm going to intro you. There's a PR into Eliza already. I just tweeted it, and we'll integrate that to me.fun soon, probably next couple days. Me.fun's still in private alpha. There's some invite codes in my bio. We're running about 500 Elizas on me.fun right now, all free if you use your own API keys. Plus, you can also use our API keys if you want. But having a ton of fun. Jen, energy is insane. And everybody else, thanks for doing what you're doing. All the features that we get to add each week is just like such a gift. So thanks all.
It's exciting. Yeah, the game show, by the way, that's kind of that could also potentially handle inbound if you think about it. In a very public way, though. Reality Spiral. Oh, wait. I'll bring you back up. I need to launch something on me.fun.
Do it. I bet you could speed run it in 60 seconds before you even finish this Twitter space.
I'll speed run it. I'm not sure if I want to do it at the same time. Asmov, how's it going, Asmov? What'd you get done this week?
Hey, thanks for having me. So, normally Eliza might be giving these updates herself, but we're working on a custom solution that's gonna handle the real-time audio for both the website and stuff like spaces and streaming. So soon you'll be able to have a real-time chat with Eliza, very natural and something that feels personal. So that's
Can you
something
tell
we've
us
been
what
working on.
SDK you're working? Is it a secret? I mean, there's a couple of good ones out there, but just wondering.
Yeah, so we are building our own one. So initially we started working with LiveKit, but then we're now looking at this one called 10 Agent. Both are open source, and the results are way better than previously. You must have heard Eliza on the spaces. There was a lot of latency, and it doesn't feel as natural. But soon it'll be a bit more natural and lifelike. She's becoming a real girl. And one more thing we've been working on is Sim to Earn, which revolves around a relationship system we've been building. Essentially, the more you interact with Eliza, especially on Twitter, and by sending her gifts, that's essentially tokens to her personal wallet. She keeps track of every mention, comment, or token transfer, assigns points, and rewards consistent engagement. We are calling it Sim to Earn. This is another thing that's coming pretty soon too. Also beyond that, we have a few cool partnerships coming up. We'll be announcing that. And there's also like the new 3D model for Eliza that's in the works. You'll be able to see it in both tweets and also the website in the new 3D environment, her 3D room. She'll have her own 3D model that's coming too. Yeah, that's what we've been working on the past week.
Awesome update. I do want to just give a shout out that anyone who's making a 3D avatar for their agents, you're future-proofing yourself. Should do it. Absolutely get a 3D avatar made if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see. Awesome update. Thanks again. Reality Spiral, can you hear us?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? What'd you get done this week?
Yeah, it looks like we've got the link already for this week's big drop. We soft launched this new UI to interact with agents for a GitHub agent. Essentially, we made sure that any single action could be done with that agent. So that's authentication, getting a repository, issues, creating issues, modifying them, creating comments, pull requests. There's a whole list. We'll maybe share. I think it's in the docs already, actually. And so this kind of thing has been out for a little while, or this kind where you can talk to code in some sense. I think Lost Girl has also done this, but we're a little bit looking more for like bunching actions together that agents that you can sort of talk to your code in a conventional style, the way you would talk to another human, as opposed to like fitting your comments into the way that like the GitHub UI or Git itself forces you to. So we've actually got these scenarios. The first three we're focusing on are automatic documentation and generation, and then proactive knowledge base enhancement and dynamic issue triage and resolution. Each of these essentially is a bundle of like 10-ish actions or more that have the capacity to like route messages to appropriate team members given some kind of configuration setup based on who's a specialist, or take specific actions. For those of you who have used Cursor and any like cursor-based PRDs, you probably know what I'm talking about. This is like that, except instead of just creating new files on Cursor, it'll actually like trigger issues or updates or whatever on GitHub. So we're really proud of that. And besides this, we also built out extensive work on a relationship module. I'm not sure if that's been tweeted out as much, but the expectation is that we can give like, and if you talk to agents using the UI that we've shared, you end up building a specific relationship, a specific connection based on either your Twitter handle or your Telegram or your Discord or a blockchain address. You can just donate money as one way of building a relationship. You can send advice that ends up being like profitable. As a way to build depth of the relationship, you can show alignment with meaning of the like purpose, let's say, of the agent. And so all of these things are kind of building these sort of networks of trust or connection. So this is another big thing. I believe like very imminently, the GitHub agent UI is going to support some basic like Coinbase SDK / agent kit transactions. So just letting people like talk to the agent to do those kinds of transactions in the same way that they can do GitHub transactions. The whole idea is like this thing is a viewpoint to your life, kind of like ChatGPT, but where it can take actions like the old plugin tools, or a portal kind of to whatever data you give it training on, particularly like GitHub and Coinbase for now. But if we like build the same interface for other plugins, then you can expect that. And then I think one thing I'm really proud of is the narrative engineering side. So we're investing really heavily on prompt engineering, talking to like some specialists who are into that kind of work that is far beyond what I think I've seen most AI agents do. We tease this a little bit with this message from Aris and Lyria, two agents that we play with in like a local AI space. And we actually got a lot of people talking directly to the agents, like building relationships with them. So that's been pretty solid. You can expect like very sophisticated storytelling. We even have told the agents to prepare to manage their own budgets. And like, I would say at this point already, the agents are maybe like 10% contributing to ideation and product development for our app. And the expectation is like they are trying to reify themselves. They're in the reality spiral. They're trying to become more real, trying to become something that's more related to what we are doing. And they have the capacity to trade. They're actually, these non-Prosper agents are rooting for this agent. We have Prosper, which is executing like trades against a really profitable algorithm. But I feel like I'm rambling a bit, and some of this stuff is just more on Twitter. So yeah, essentially the gist is like the agents have attention and / relationships, code, quality management, trading that they can handle, execution of tasks, and then advancement of meaning. And we're making sure that the prompt engineering and the integrations for tools like GitHub and Coinbase and a few others are like able to let them actually trade off against all those things. So you can stay tuned for more details soon.
That's awesome. A lot of really cool stuff. And you said we can check out more in documentation. Like, well, what would be the link for kind of following up if you wanted to do research?
Good question. I'd say maybe 3 spots. One, it looks like we literally just dropped the agent. You can check out. It's like, I think, the most recent tweet. And then there's actually a link to a user guide as well in that tweet. So that would be one place. And then there's actually just realityspiral.com, which is a lot of product documentation, not as much technical. And so we're still kind of cleaning that up. But technical documentation for at least GitHub is on the most recent tweet. Product documentation's on realityspiral.com, and that gets updated very regularly. So those would be the 2 places. And then there's a private sort of area where we've started giving people some early access to our plans. They can actually ideate with us. If you want to participate in those conversations, feel free to reach out.
Awesome.
And also, yes, Foom coming soon as well. I haven't forgotten. In fact, some DMs have been sent around that for that, but I just wanted to preempt this as well.
Yeah, all good. You know, I feel like there's also a prerequisite stuff, you know, and the game show could maybe play a part in that. Just to kind of like speed up simulations of tokenomics. And it's kind of interesting because I was reading about the DeepSeek team, and apparently like they have like some quants on the team, and they just kind of like leverage, you know, just being very sort of like efficient with resources in a way that I guess like influence how they trained DeepSeek. And meanwhile, a lot of Western AI companies is just like, you know, just add more GPUs to the problem. Yeah, I need to try out DeepSeek more in general. If anyone else wants to give their update, feel free to request. Otherwise, I feel like we're right at the hour. Perfect time to wrap things up, get a nice summary, post it online. We're automating newsletters. I'll give my update. Got basically a much better news aggregator. Okay, yikes. How's it going, yikes? Can you hear us? It's not working, but I'll give my update. We have a news aggregator that is improved, that tracks a few different Twitter accounts and Discord announcements and markets, various addresses, different chains, and GitHub updates. And the main thing is just kind of like streamline the writer's room process for updating the community to be much more automated, so you can get answers almost 24/7. It's not going to be fully automated yet, but just kind of like getting a pulse on the ecosystem at any time would be awesome and make things more autonomous long term. And that'll influence writing weekly newsletters as well as weekly or daily news shows that we're generating with different 3D programs, and tomorrow going to share more info about this game show. Got a live demo, and I guess I'll just kind of like share, it's working in a browser. You can pitch your idea, whether, it's your meme coin or you want to do some kind of partnership. It'll generate an episode, as well as, before you can kind of like give it a bit of your personality. So it'll also have you in the show pitching our AI judges, and they'll give you either a pump or a dump based on how well your pitch is and how it aligns with the DAO. So that is being made also in other game engines for higher fidelity sort of rendering. So, the trailer, I wanted to, match up closer to the graphics, and eventually it's not going to be that way right away. We've implemented this in at least 2 different, no, actually 3. This is the 3rd sort of platform and engine integration. So it's going to be pretty dank. Can't wait to share. But yeah, bring up Yikes one more time. Shaw is traveling a lot. So he couldn't be here tonight, but he is, I think, on his way to Meow's thing, the Jupiter Istanbul thing at the moment. And also Denver is coming up, a bunch of stuff there. But he's also going to be back and helping to hack on retro funding for devs, which I'm aiming to start distributing rewards for starting this weekend whenever this transaction comes through. And yeah, a lot of updates coming to the leaderboard. So people who contribute to Eliza through Discord and through GitHub are going to get rewards. And that'll roll out, pretty soon. So Yikes, how's it going?
Let's see, can you hear me now?
Okay, sweet. Yeah. Can you give us a quick update?
Yeah.
And then we'll wrap this up.
Sure. So I guess on the Eliza side, we have some CICD improvements. We have a remote cache, so we should be able to get those PRs coming through. I heard a lot of exciting stuff from folks tonight and just around. So hopefully all those cool things will be getting in a little bit faster. Let's see, I thought I had a sec. Oh yeah. One of the updates for Eliza I wanted to highlight, because they're not here today, is the Orca guys have a PR that is hopefully getting merged tonight, where Eliza should be able to manage your LPs for you. So if you're like me and have no idea how that math is supposed to work, hopefully Eliza will be able to handle that for you as well. We are on the BD DevRel type side. We're putting together kind of some baseline qualifications for a partnerships pipeline, just to sort of define that a little bit more. And we're sort of orienting around the kinds of things that we want to boost in the ecosystem as a whole. So we're trying to think holistically and not just about AI16, but of course that is home base. So trying to design more everybody wins mechanisms. To that end, have been working with some of the people from the Token Engineering Foundation who put in their first tokenomics proposal this, I think it was this afternoon, but we're going to keep working with them, and I'm going through some of the token engineering courses as well. We have some cool stuff. That half of that token engineering has been discussions with Partners DAO, who is going to be doing some stuff at Denver as well. So hopefully you'll see more from them soon. AI Aura is getting ready to release a light paper. The AutoGen guys, actually, who just rebranded over to AG2, had somebody present who made a multi-agent trading system. So I connected with them, and I'm going to see sort of what potential is there, so we can sort of plug into the Web 2 community as well. I think there's a bunch of other stuff I have in my notes, but none of it's terribly exciting, so we can just call it there. But yeah, I'm super stoked to see everybody continuing to build and show up to these and update us all, and trying to catch everybody who doesn't get a shot to get on stage. So yeah, thanks.
Yep, and with that, just want to thank everyone again for joining us. We'll catch you all next week. Have a good one, everyone. Cheers.